Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt dissatisfied with your belly? Don't worry. Today I'm going to show you how to disguise this area of your body without having to go on crazy diets or do complicated exercises. I'm going to tell you about 7 types of clothes that work wonders to hide your belly and make you look super elegant. The best part is that these are pieces that you probably already have in your closet or can easily find in stores. Many people spend a fortune on risky procedures, but I discovered a much simpler way. Have you ever thought about leaving the house feeling confident without having to worry about holding in your belly all the time? It is possible. And guess what? You'll be surprised to discover how a simple change in your choice of clothes can completely transform your appearance. Stay until the end of the video because in tip number 5, I'm going to reveal a trick that the most elegant people use and almost no one talks about. Tip 1. Empire cut dresses. Let's start by talking about empire cut dresses. This is the style that has a seam just below the bust and then falls loosely over the body. Do you know what the biggest problem is that many people face? It's finding clothes that enhance the bust but don't show off the tummy. And that's exactly what this type of dress solves. When we wear an empire cut dress, all the attention goes to the upper part of the body, especially the bust, while the fabric that falls slightly over the belly creates a perfect disguise effect. To wear in practice, look for models that aren't too bulky, so as not to look like a nightgown. The ideal is to choose fabrics with a firmer fit that are neither too tight nor too loose. A real example is when we go to a special lunch. With a dress like this, you can eat as much as you want without worrying about your belly showing later. The benefits are many. In addition to disguising your tummy, this dress model is timeless, meaning it never goes out of style. It is comfortable because it does not squeeze the abdomen area, and it also lengthens your silhouette, making you look taller. It is a versatile piece that works for both casual and more formal occasions, depending on the fabric and accessories you choose. Tip 2. Blouses with ruffles or details on the front. Another great solution is blouses with ruffles or details on the front. The big problem many of us face is finding a blouse that doesn't show our love handles when we sit or move. It's very common to feel uncomfortable because the clothes show exactly the part we want to hide. Blouses with ruffles or strategic details on the front create a visual effect of layers that distract the eye and don't let the tummy show. To put this tip into practice, look for blouses that have pleats, light ruffles, or drapes on the front. These elements create movement in the fabric that camouflages any unwanted volume. A practical example: imagine that you're going to meet friends for an afternoon coffee. With a blouse like this, you can sit comfortably without having to adjust your clothes or hold in your belly all the time. The direct benefits are great. These blouses add a touch of elegance to your look, are versatile, and go with pants, skirts, and even more structured shorts. Plus, they work well in different seasons, as you can find them in different types of fabric, from lighter ones for warmer weather to thicker ones for cooler days. And best of all, they are extremely feminine and delicate, enhancing your style without having to squeeze or mark any part of your body. Tip 3. High-waisted pants. High-waisted pants are a great ally for those who want to hide their tummy. The most common problem we face is the feeling that our belly is hanging out of our pants, creating that unwanted love handle effect that appears when pants are too low. High-waisted pants solve this problem because they cover the entire abdominal region, creating a natural containment effect like a girdle, but much more comfortable. To apply this tip to your everyday life, look for models that have the waistband well positioned at the thinnest part of your torso, usually 2 or 3 fingers above your belly button. The fabric should be firm enough to hold you in well, but without being so tight that it creates marks or discomfort. A real example is when we go to work. With high-waisted pants and a looser blouse on top, you can achieve a professional and elegant look without worrying about your belly showing when you move or sit down. The benefits of this choice are many. In addition to hiding your tummy, high-waisted pants lengthen your legs, enhance your waist, improve your posture, and on top of that, they are super versatile, matching with practically any type of blouse or shirt, you will notice that your silhouette becomes much more harmonious and proportional. Before we continue with our next tips, I want to make you a special invitation. If you are enjoying these practical tips for disguising your belly, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more content like this. Your support is very important so that I can continue bringing useful information for your daily life. And take the opportunity to comment where you are watching this video from. I love knowing that I am helping people from different places. Now let's continue with more incredible tips to help you feel beautiful and confident in your clothes. Tip 4. Longer tunics and blouses. Longer tunics and blouses are excellent for disguising a tummy. The problem that many people face is finding blouses that don't show or constrict the belly area, especially after a meal or on days when we're feeling bloated. When we wear very tight pieces, any bulge becomes obvious, and this can make us feel insecure. Longer tunics and blouses solve this problem because they cover the entire abdominal region in an elegant way without showing or constricting. To put this tip into practice, look for models that end at hip height or a little below, creating a continuous line that disguises any protrusion. An important detail: choose pieces that fit well, that are not so loose that they look like a sack, nor so tight that they show off the body. A real example of using this piece is on a casual date or outing, where you can combine a pretty tunic with more structured pants, creating a balanced look. The direct benefits of this choice are many. In addition to disguising the tummy, longer tunics and blouses are comfortable, versatile, work well on different body types, and can be worn on different occasions, depending on the fabric and accessories chosen. Tip 5. Dresses and skirts with strategic prints. Now let's get to the special tip I promised: using strategic prints on dresses and skirts. The big challenge we face is that plain clothes, especially those in dark colors, are not always the most cheerful or versatile, although they help to disguise volume. This is where the secret of the most elegant people comes in, using prints intelligently to create visual illusions. Dresses and skirts with strategically placed prints can draw the eye away from the tummy and create the effect of a more defined silhouette. To apply this tip to your everyday life, look for pieces with prints that create vertical lines or that have more prominent elements on the sides or upper part, leaving the belly area with more discrete or darker elements. A practical example: a dress with larger floral prints on the upper part and smaller ones on the waist and belly area creates a visual effect that highlights the bust and disguises the abdomen. The benefits of this choice are fantastic. In addition to elegantly disguising your tummy, prints bring life to your look, show personality, allow you to play with colors, and even hide small imperfections or stains on your clothes. It's a sophisticated way to solve the problem without having to resort to traditional black or dark clothes. Tip 6. Jackets and third pieces. Cardigans and so-called third pieces are true wild cards for disguising a tummy. The problem that many women face is that even when wearing loose blouses or other tricks, sometimes we still feel like we need extra protection, especially when we need to stand or move around a lot. It's incredible how a simple layering piece can completely transform an outfit and solve this problem. Light coats, kimonos, vests, or longer blazers create vertical lines that elongate the silhouette and draw attention away from the central region of the body. To put this tip into practice, choose third pieces that fall straight or slightly open at the front, without marking the waist. The ideal length is one that goes past the belly line, creating a kind of side curtain that disguises the volume. A real example is when you're going to an important meeting. A basic set of pants and blouse takes on a much more elegant look and disguises any insecurity about the tummy when complemented with a longer blazer. The direct benefits are many. In addition to disguising the abdominal region, third pieces elevate any outfit, protect against temperature changes, allow you to create different looks with the same basic clothes, and also bring more personality to your style. Tip 7. Scarves and statement accessories. Finally, let's talk about a simple but very effective tip: wearing scarves and accessories that stand out. The problem that many women face is that even when they are wearing appropriate clothing, sometimes they still lack an element that completely diverts attention from their belly area. This is when accessories come in as great allies. A pretty scarf tied around your neck, more eye-catching necklaces, or even a strategically placed scarf create points of visual interest that distract anyone's gaze from your belly. To apply this tip to your daily life, choose accessories with vibrant colors or interesting details that naturally draw attention to your face or neck. Positioning is key. They should be on the upper part of the body, creating a focal point above the belly line. A real example is when we go out with friends. A simple outfit comes to life and diverts attention from any imperfections when complemented with a beautiful, colorful scarf or a striking necklace. The benefits are incredible. In addition to subtly disguising your tummy, statement accessories personalize your look, allow you to express your style even with basic clothes, are easy to carry to change your look throughout the day, and can also be found in different price ranges, being accessible to all budgets. We've reached the end of our video on how to effortlessly hide a tummy. As we've seen, we don't need to resort to complicated or uncomfortable solutions to feel good about our appearance. With these 7 simple tips: empire-cut dresses, ruffled blouses, high-waisted pants, tunics, strategic prints, third pieces, and statement accessories, you can create elegant looks that highlight your strengths and disguise the things that bother you. The most important thing is not to completely hide your tummy, but to feel confident and comfortable in what you're wearing. Remember that the right clothes aren't necessarily the most expensive or the most fashionable, but rather the ones that make you feel good when you look in the mirror. We all have parts of our bodies that we'd like to improve, but while we're working on them, we can use these simple strategies to boost our self-esteem and enjoy life more happily. Which of these tips will you try first? Which of them do you already use and really work? Leave your experience in the comments, and let's exchange more ideas on how to feel beautiful in any situation. Don't forget to share this video with that friend who could also benefit from these practical tips.